What's going on? It's Lucas Tracy MMA, and I am signing off. The fat flyweights, those are the guys McGregor's sparring these days. They're not.
That's you,
any
bro.
Pressure on them. I dwarf those guys. I fucking dwarf these fuckers. I dwarf these motherfuckers, bro.
Would you pick Derek Lewis right now to beat Curtis Blades? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if you put me in the gym with McGregor, I'm shooting a takedown with 100% effort, and I'm causing a tantrum.
You know, he would fucking knee your nose across your face, and he'd be like, get this guy out here, get another guy.
Guys, this is not soy milk, this is coconut water. Good old, you can't even see it. Izzy shouldn't even be top 15. Oh, what? No way! No way! You can't, oh my gosh, bro. You can't have Izzy ahead of Makhachev.
What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, before I get into the 305 bingo card predictions, which I will be doing today, I do want to address what everybody wants to hear my opinion on, which is the retirement of Lucas Tracy. Obviously, you know, bro is not fucking dead. He's just moving schools, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be hanging his jersey up in the rafters, obviously, but for those of you that want to know my genuine reaction, no sarcasm, I didn't bully Lucas off YouTube, okay? I'm actually very sad that he's going to be taking a break or maybe just not making videos anymore. And I just want to say shout out to Lucas and thank you to him because bro definitely put me on. Like, bro's been putting me on the streams and on his channel since before I even had 10K, and he never had to do that. And I do appreciate that. And I'm going to miss the debates with this guy because he's a bit of a fucking legend, all right? I know we have our problems, but no, the best is blessed, dude. Blessed. I don't really know what to say seriously. I'm just going to use like my autistic impressions to kind of cover up my actual opinions on this, which is just that I'm sad, bro. You know what I mean? It's going to be weird without my boy around, but you know, it is what it is. People are saying that the torch has been passed to me and I'm going to run with it. I will be doing fight companions every week now. For those of you that feel like there's a void in the space, I will fill that for you. Pause. I mean, no Diddy. But yeah, dude, that's my reaction to the Lucas Tracy retirement. And yeah, bro. Let's get into this bingo card though, man. All right. So those of you that don't know what this is, if you haven't seen it before, basically, instead of just fight predictions, which I'll be doing this week, I'm going to be giving predictions of moments that are going to happen at the press conference, at the weigh-ins, media day, all that type of stuff, and we can cross it off. For 304, we got a bingo. We actually completed a bingo, and I'm feeling confident we're going to do the same for UFC 305. All right. So let's start this off strong with... Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. This is going to happen. 1 to 2 Australians is going to lose their gimme fight. Now, if you look at this card top to bottom, you're going to see a lot of weird matchups that kind of favor the Australian fighters on the card. Like, I'm looking at Casey O'Neill. Literally never heard of her opponent in my entire fucking life. Same goes for some of these other guys. Jack Jenkins has got fucking Herbert Burns, one of the easiest wins in UFC career mode history. Moving on. You know what I'm saying, dude? But with that being said, I do think there's a chance here that at least 1 or 2 of them, like I'm looking at fucking Tom Nolan, I'm looking at Casey O'Neill, I'm looking at Josh Kulabau, and I don't trust them 110% to dominate and win their fight. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see them finding a way to lose. Always seems to happen on these cards. At least 1 or 2 Australians loses their fucking layup Mickey Mouse matchup. So I'm going to throw that on the bingo card. Let's move on though. This one I am very confident in. Dude, the crowd is going to get... Dude, they don't realize they're dealing with the master manipulator, Dricus Du Plessis. Let me just fix it. I'm the best editor on YouTube now, officially. Best YouTuber on YouTube, honestly, at this point now. The crowd will be cheering for Dricus Du Plessis more than Israel Adesanya. I already know this. And no, Izzy, it's not because they're racist. It's because Israel Adesanya is going to get all the hype. People are going to be like, oh, you know what? I actually want to see Izzy win. Then he's going to get on the mic and start talking, and they're going to go, oh, never mind. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I've been kind of like, all right, I want to see Izzy come back. And then I see an interview or I see a video of his and I go, oh, that's why I was celebrating this guy's fucking downfall back in 2023. That's right. I forgot about that. So I do think that the crowd's going to be a little bit more relating with Dricus Du Plessis. They're going to get gaslit by this guy. And I do think they're going to like him a little bit more than Israel Adesanya. especially because apparently there's like a large South African population in Perth. So let's move on though. I think, look into it, dude. This next one, bro. All right, dude. Hear me out. 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 Can you not see a world where Dan Hooker somehow wins a decision against Mateusz Gamrot? Can you not see that happening? Why do I kind of want to pick Dan Hooker, bro? I know that Gamrot is the GOAT. He's one of my favorites on this channel. You guys hear me glazing Gamrot all the time, talking about the Gamer Nation. I think he's the next champ. Obviously, 30-26 Jalen Turner. But, dude, I don't know why. I have a bad feeling that either Dan Hooker or Kai Kara France is going to win. And I'm feeling like it's more likely to be Dan Hooker than Kai Kara France. For obvious reasons. I mean, I am Steve Erceg, guys. But, yeah, I'm just going to throw this on the bingo card. I do have a bad feeling about that. Let me know down below if you have that feeling too. Because I do have a weird gut feeling about Dan Hooker versus Mateusz Gamrot. But, let me move on though. Li Jingliang in suit, bro. Please let my boy Leech wear a fucking suit, man. Let my boy rock the suit, man. For those of you that don't know, UFC 279, it was supposed to be Li Jingliang versus Tony Ferguson, which would have been fucking hilarious. I wish we got that. Dude, Tony would have got fucking slumped. But, regardless of that, Li Jingliang was supposed to be on the press conference wearing a nice suit. He was so excited to wear it. And he never got to because the press conference got cancelled by Dana White. And by Hamza, brother, hey, kill everybody. Don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, Hamza ruined it. So, for that reason, we haven't seen Li Jingliang get to wear his suit. And I believe during UFC 305 Fight Week, we will get the long-term storyline payoff. We will finally get Li Jingliang finishing the story and wearing his fucking suit to the press conference, dude. Please let this happen, Dana. All right? Let this happen, all right? He may not even get on the press conference. I might be fucked. But I'm going to say, you know what, dude? Li Jingliang's in suit. Let's move on, though. This one, dude, hear me out, bro. The bedtime Erceg meme is still massive, okay? It's still massive. I still see reels with millions of views talking about, oh, Steve Erceg's the best YouTuber on the planet. Guys, can we bring this meme back, guys? Guys, can we bring this meme back? Guys, can we please get someone to go to the press conference? I'm not begging here, guys, but please. Somebody go to the press conference, revive this meme from the dead. I want to keep this going. I know some of you are trying to bring back the bedtime is Jack Jenkins meme. No, bro. We're stuck on the Erceg train for life. He fucking acknowledged it like I'm Roman Reigns. Trust. All right? We have to keep it now. All right, dude? So, for that reason, I want to see this happen. I think it may happen. I'm going to put it on the bingo card just to be safe. Speaking of Jack Jenkins Masterclass. Every single fighter, I believe every single fighter I have put a masterclass on the bingo card, they have won their fight. So, take that for what you will. I'm going to say we're getting a Jack Jenkins leg kick masterclass. He's fighting one of the biggest quitters in the UFC, Herbert Burns. Herbert Burns, I don't know why I said it like that, but Herbert Burns is cooked against Jack Jenkins, dude. And I think that Far Jack is going to shut this kid up with a couple of leg kicks, with a couple of fucking body kicks, with a couple of jabs. And I think we're going to get a Jack Jenkins masterclass on the prelims, bouncing back from his loss against Chepe Mariscal. I don't know if he won this weekend. I'm not watching the card. It's on right now, and I'm recording this video because I don't care about Tybura versus Spivak. Let's move on, though. Dude, this one hurts to say, but I'm going to be real. I have a bad feeling it's going to happen because the hype for this card has kind of died down. It's not as big as it should be, in my opinion. And I think, honestly, I can see this happening. Israel Adesanya deads the beef with Dricus backstage before the fight. Why can I just see Dricus and Izzy on a fucking Instagram video together, like somebody filming them just talking to each other, and they like shake each other's hands. And then on Embedded, like episode 3, Izzy's like, yeah, trust, we're cool. Don't worry, we squashed it. It's all good. We're cool. We're African brothers. It's all right. There's no bad blood. There's just real blood. Trust. It's gonna be a nice fight out there. He's a good guy. I'm a good guy. We're gonna put on a show for the fans. Why can I see Izzy just avoiding all the trash talk at the Why can I see Izzy trying to avoid and weasel his fucking way out of the press conference by squashing the beef with Dricus when he sees him? Why can I see that happening? I'm gonna put it on my bingo card. I have a bad feeling. I hope that doesn't happen, dude. I hope that doesn't happen. But let me move on, though. Speaking of the press conference, it's gonna be fucking terrible. I already fucking know this press conference is gonna be terrible. You know, the biggest star up there is probably Steve Erceg. And he's a man of few words. He lets his hands do the talking. All right, dude? I think the press conference is going to be boring as fuck. The crowd will probably be pretty excited. Dricus and Izzy will have a couple of moments, but it'll be kind of boring like the first one that they did. I think it's a pretty fair shout to say that this press conference is not going to be very entertaining. It's not going to be very exciting. And I think the best part is going to be the post-fight press conference, because I think that's where it's really going to go down. And let me just be real right now. This is such an easy... you might as well cross this one off right now. Dana White is salty if DDP wins, glazes Izzy if he wins. I already fucking know if Israel Adesanya wins this fight. What? Yeah. What's the question? I mean, how can you not consider Izzy one of the pound for pound? But I'll tell you this, John Jones, if he walks in a room with anybody, he walks out. He's the baddest fighter on the planet. But yeah, Izzy had a good performance tonight. I mean, it's a 3-time champion. He's better than Silva, in my opinion. He's better than Silva. With that win tonight, he's fucking back. That's what I can see from Dana White. As for if Dricus wins, I can definitely just see him. I mean, we saw how he was when Sean Strickland fought Dricus. He said Sean won the fight. You could see how he was when Izzy lost to Sean. He said Izzy looked bone dry tonight. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm spending too much time with fucking John Jones. Dude, he looked bone dry tonight. He did not look wet tonight. He didn't look wet. He didn't look moist tonight. So for some reason, Dana White is tripping whenever Izzy fucking loses or whenever Dricus wins. So for that reason, I think this is a pretty fair shout. Like I said, you might as well just cross that shit off right now. Speaking of which, Dana White promises Hamza or Whitaker the title shot next. Now, let me translate this for you, because this is kind of a hard to digest, right? This is kind of hard to understand. But I'm actually a great translator of Dana White. When Dana White this week during the fight week says the phrase, "Oh, the winner of Hamza and Whitaker is 100% getting a title shot," what he means is Hamzat Chimaev is getting a title shot next if he wins, and if Whitaker wins, yeah, we're looking to do Sean Strickland. I mean, he deserves it. I thought he beat Dricus the first. That's what Dana White really is gonna mean when he says that shit. But people are gonna buy it anyways, and then they're gonna get mad when he backflips on it like he already did with Tom Aspinall and John Jones. I definitely think this is gonna happen. I can definitely see him if Hamza. 100%. I mean, how do you not give that kid the title shot? If Whitaker wins, I don't know. I think Strickland deserves it. I think Strickland's been, he deserves it. He's the champion. He was the champion. So definitely putting that on the list. I think that's a pretty fair shout. Let's move on to another one. Again, this dude, I'm telling you, I'm getting so good at this that these are all becoming borderline fucking locks. Like, I remember some of these I had to kind of bullshit a little bit. Izzy gets 10-8'd at the press conference. This already fucking happened at the first one they did. I just think it's going to happen again, somehow, some way. And Izzy is a master at getting completely fucking 10-8'd on the mic by anyone he's dealing with that actually wants to speak. Unless it's Jared Cannonier or Robert Whitaker across from him that doesn't want to talk any shit, you're probably going to catch Izzy with a nasty little barb. You're going to catch him with a nice little counter shot, lead hook on the mic, and shut him down. You know what I'm saying? Sean Strickland got him pretty good. Tell me what fucking not to do, Izzy. Tell me what not to do. He slept your fucking ass, dude. Whatever, dude. Don't calm down. You're going to break a fucking nail. So I think that Dricus is going to be able to get inside his head. He's going to be able to strike a couple of nerves. I think he's going to bring up a lot of crazy shit. Unless, of course, Izzy deads the beef. That would be kind of pussy, but I could see that happening. Speaking of Izzy on the mic, this one, I feel like I need to stop saying they're all locks. I'm just going to let them happen. Izzy makes some sort of poor taste dog joke, cringes out everyone. Can you not just see? Trust me, a lot of people saying I'm in their dog and stuff like this. Nah, I got that dog in me. No Diddy. Trust. I can definitely see Izzy doing some bullshit like that, trying to own the dog shit, and just the whole room is just like you just hear at the back of the room just like yeah. Question for Dricus. You know what I mean? I can definitely see that happening. And I think Izzy is the type of guy to try and make a joke out of it and try and make it like his own thing, but it's just such a thing you should just ignore. But nobody's going to tell him that. His team of yes men is just going to laugh at his jokes, and when he's in the mirror practicing, yeah, that's going to be fire. Trust, that's going to be cold. They're going to fucking love that. What are they going to say to that? I'm like a jar of peanut butter and he's like a dog. Trust. Like, what? Nobody will tell him the truth. So, Izzy, if you're watching this, please don't fucking do it. I know you got one written, buddy. Don't do it. Let's move on, though. Nasty cut or insanely fast KO goes viral. These Australia cards always have some sort of epic fucking KO. Excuse me. Sorry. I can definitely see some sort of gruesome fucking injury, some sort of nasty fucking cut, or some, like I said, some insanely fast KO. I could see Tom Nolan having a really fast finish. Even though I said before he might lose, he probably won't. He's fighting like a guy in his late 30s that's like 5 feet tall, so I think Tom Nolan might get a nasty fucking highlight reel KO. I think also there's a possibility for some other guys on the card to do that. And for that reason, I think this is a pretty safe little one to throw in my second column. That's what we got bingo with last time, so we might be onto something here. I'm just going to throw that up there. Moving on, though. UFC 307 main event gets announced. People complain. I mean, I could put literally any card in that slot. UFC fucking December pay-per-view gets announced. People complain, right? Unless it's McGregor versus Chandler or Jones versus Aspinall, people are going to be a little bit, complain a little bit now that we've got Topuria versus Holloway, which is the fight everyone wanted to see. The downfall of Topuria. Anything else now, if we get Raquel Pennington, Dana White, get the oil, buddy. You know what I mean? If we get Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz, people are going to complain about that. Regardless of what it is, I think people are going to be a little bit skeptical about it just because it's in between the Sphere and Abu Dhabi, which are both good cards, good main events. It's going to be really hard to keep that momentum going and get another banger main event in between those two. So I have a feeling that the main event's going to let a lot of people down. But I do think we'll find out what it is. Maybe at the post-fight press conference for 305, maybe during the week of 305. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. They're announcing everything but the main event, so we must be close to it. So that's my prediction. Let's move on, though. Yeah, this is a fucking lock. Dominic Cruz and DC argue over something stupid. The commentary team's going to be John Anik. I hope John Anik does like a memorial read of Lucas Tracy. And a guy that is indomitably linked forever to big meaty hooks will take his place in Peaches and Creamville as he retires tonight, Lucas Du Tracy. Hopefully we get that on the broadcast. We probably won't. I won't put it on my bingo card, but we've got DC and fucking Cruz up there. You know they're going to start arguing. They're going to start yapping during a KO. And yeah, dude, I'm not looking forward to that shit. At least it's not oh my word, but when I fucking fluked the belt, buddy, oh my word. Look at this. Look at Adesanya. He's doing so good. He's actually outcut. Look at this, buddy. He's actually trying to recover. Shut up, John. Where's your world title, buddy? Like, that's the vibe we get with Bisping's on the case. With DC and Cruz, we just get a bit of bantering, we get a bit of arguing, that's about it, you know what I'm saying? So, it won't be too bad, but I do think we'll have something stupid occur between those two. Let's move on, though. This one, oh yeah, I'm fucking proud of this one, dude. I am proud of this one. I think this is a great prediction for any Dricus Du Plessis fight, but this one especially. DDP flawless takedown does something retarded right after. I can definitely see Israel Adesanya being taken down by Dricus Du Plessis. That's probably going to happen. Okay, mate, it's going to happen. Okay, 100%. I can also see Dricus Du Plessis doing something retarded immediately after, like falling onto his head, trying to take the back too quick, getting reversed into fucking side control somehow, like from mount, bro, just gets reversed. It's like, how the fuck did you do that? That's the skill level of Dricus Du Plessis. This guy can pull off the most insane, dumb grappling moments in high-paced fights, and I definitely think this is going to be a high-paced fight, especially early on, once it goes to the grappling. And for that reason, I feel like it's a pretty fair shake to say that DDP will probably get a nasty little takedown and then immediately fumble it, and Izzy will actually, because Izzy does react well to takedowns straight away, but if you settle him down, then he just kind of lays on his back and copes. It's like, I was bored in there, I couldn't even trim. He could feel my power. He knew I was going to get back up. Okay, I was like, nah, dude, he's just holding you down. But if that doesn't happen, I can definitely see Izzy reversing him pretty quickly. It looks like he's been training a lot of grappling in preparation for this fight, so looking forward to seeing it. Let's move on, though. Speaking of which, I'm excited for these fucking prelims. I know I said before that these are kind of gimme matchups. A lot of them are kind of lopsided towards the Australian and the New Zealand fighters, which I understand, right? That's what you're supposed to do with cards like this. And last year, that did produce pretty exciting fights and pretty good matchups. And I feel like that's going to be the same here. We're probably going to get a lot of finishes. I feel like Jack Jenkins is going to get a finish. Tom Nolan's probably going to get a finish. Who the fuck else? Stuart Nichols pretty good. I think he's going to win. Maybe not a finish, but I've seen him fight in person and he did destroy some fucking dude. So it's a possibility that he gets a TKO ground and pound. That's probably what he'll do. Yeah, I'm feeling like these prelims are going to be actually pretty good. They usually are. The Australian fans are also some of the best fans in the world because they show up to the fucking prelims. And can I just say right now, if you live in Las Vegas or you live in fucking New York, I'm coming for you, bro, because you fucking pay for UFC tickets. I can't even get UFC 305 tickets. I live in the same country. I signed up for the fucking email. I signed up as media to the UFC with my bedtime email. I put my legal fucking name in that shit, and I couldn't even get tickets. And these fuckers get tickets to like 303 or 304 or some shit, and they don't even show up to the fucking main card. The fuck is wrong with you, bruh? Anyways, rant over. Let me move on, though. Please go to events if you get tickets. You're really fucking gay if you don't. And that's why I love the Australian fans, right? Let's move on. At least one fight is going to get cancelled or a weight miss. I'm sensing a big fucking fall off in the Casey O'Neill fight. I'm sensing that her opponent might not show up or that Casey O'Neill will somehow miss weight. I'm sensing a really bad weight cut coming. I feel like an astrology girl right now. I'm getting the vibes of a really bad weight cut for somebody. And we're going to have at least one fight canceled that we kind of care about. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm sensing at least one fight cancellation or weight cut. I usually put these on the bingo card, so I will do the same here. Just to get a free little easy one on the top row. Let's move on though. Yeah, dude. Dude. When I'm looking at the previews of these, I kind of forget what I wrote. This one, yeah, bro. Yeah, Adesanya walkout gets glazed by ESPN. Now listen, does Izzy have good walkouts? Yes, he does have his moments of good walkouts, obviously. He did that little dance against Robert Whittaker, you know, that was cool. But I will say this, regardless of what Izzy does, ESPN is like, oh my god, this insane walkout by Adesanya. And it's like the most boring shit ever. Like the crowd doesn't even care. I think that's going to be the case here. Whatever Izzy does, it's going to be some sort of message toward Dricus. It's going to be some sort of message about being African. And I think ESPN is just going to go glaze overdrive, being like, this incredible heartwarming moment by Adesanya. This insane walkout gave us goosebumps. You know what I mean? I can definitely see a post like that by ESPN. And I'm going to throw that on the bingo card. I'm very confident in that one, like I said. This next one, I'm not confident in. This is more of a prayer. More of like manifestation, you know what I'm saying? Tuivasa Shui. Tai Tuivasa. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to confirm some big news for the channel, guys, all right? I will be doing a UFC 305 fight companion, and I will be wearing the iconic Bedtime MMA Tai Tuivasa t-shirt that I bought, that he hasn't won a fight since I bought it. And yes, this is the t-shirt that I wore to a fucking baby shower the day that he fought Pavlovich, okay? And I will be wearing the legendary baby shower Tuivasa shirt on stream, watching the fights with you guys, and we're gonna manifest a Tuivasa Shui. He's going to win this fight, dude. I'm gonna pick Tai Tuivasa. I don't give a fuck. All right? I'm not actually gonna pick him, but I want him to win, and I'm praying for him to win. I'm not picking him. Please don't mistake that. This is not a Leon Bilal situation. I'm not picking him, but I am rooting for him. I don't really believe in him, but I'm rooting for him. I want to see a Tuivasa Shui. Let's throw it on the bingo card. I have 4 more spots left, and this next one I'm pretty proud of. I feel like we almost got it pretty much at the last press conference, but I'm going to throw it on here for the fight week. We're going to get a meme of Kai Kara-France looking terrified next to DDP. Bro had to sit next to Dricus at the press conference. He looked absolutely mogged, first and foremost, obviously. He's Kai Kara-France. I mean, I already mogged him when I saw him at CKB. But he did look terrified of Dricus Du Plessis. And I think we're going to get another legendary meme, maybe off to the side, waiting for the face-offs after the press conference. I could definitely see a meme of, like, me and the boys, you know what I mean? I could definitely see Kai Kara-France looking awkward as fuck next to DDP. And I'm pretty proud of that one. I'm going to keep it on the bingo card. I'm pretty confident in that. Next 2 is some quotes that we're going to hear in the week, right? Because, you know, most of the time I have Joe Rogan here to fill up spots and talk about the quotes that he's going to make. But this time I'm going to talk about the fighters that we're going to get some quotes from. And I think this is a pretty fair one. Just all the Adesanya-isms that we're going to get. We're going to get trust. We're going to get I'm player 1. I'm going to unplug his controller on Sunday. Trust. You know, I'm going to show him where he's really from. I don't care where he's from, but I'm going to show him who he really is. You know, these are all fucking locks. Cross this one off already. Literally cross this one off right now. And another one you can cross off right now. I never said that, okay? Mate, I don't know what Israel's so upset about, you know? Or clearly struck a nerve with him or something. I don't know, but I never said anything like that. I never said anything about being a real African or calling him a fake African. I never said anything like that. It's just nonsense. I've never said anything along those lines. So I don't believe in any of that. You know, I've never said that. Show me a quote of me saying that. You know? That's already Darren fucking Teed. We're gonna get Izzy cringing it up. We're gonna get Dricus gaslighting. And there is one slot left. There is one prediction left for me to make, and I'm gonna make this right now. I'm gonna be bold. Okay? And I'm gonna say this, dude. Israel Adesanya is gonna have a cold celebration after the KO. He's gonna KO Dricus Du Plessis. He's gonna drop a Wakanda Forever over his body. Or he's gonna do a fucking, like, dog peeing on him type emoji. He's gonna do some sort of sick, low-key, I know we don't like Adesanya, but he will probably have a cool celebration planned if he wins. And I think he's going to because of the plot armor. I'm gonna be talking about that later this week. I'm also gonna be giving my full card 305 predictions. So these are my bingo card predictions for the fight week. Let me know your predictions for the fight week in the comments down below. How accurate do you think these are? What's your favorite one? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Drop your favorite Lucas Tracy and bedtime memory in the comments as well, guys. It's almost like I can still hear his voice being like, yeah, big takedown. You know, I can still hear him. Sometimes it's like he's still here with us. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing weekly fight companions now, so I'm here for you guys. And yeah, man, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I just did my face reveal over on my Instagram, like no joke. So go check that out while it's still there. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in the next video, boys. Goodbye.